Howdy folks, and welcome back to World of Tanks with the mighty Jingles. It's the finalists in the heavy tank replay contest category. You've already seen the first 5 runners-up. Here are the remaining 4 and the winner. And we're kicking off with Biohazardy in the KV4 in a Tier 8 game on Wide Park. And not a fantastic start for him. Cheeky little Type 59 on the railway tracks at the back there. Firing ineffectually at the rear of his tank and only succeeding in blowing his tracks off, but it has delayed him in getting to where he wants to be. So that was a good shot at the side of that Tiger 2's turret, who was really far too far forward. You don't want to be driving in front of the arches of that railway bridge and not pointing your strongest armour down towards it. And oh, the artillery. Now, this should have hit him, but it didn't kill him. And we're going to see that Hummel later on. He's on 10%, so that was actually a hit. He's got a T-32 in a very bad... well, he's about to have one Tiger 2 less. There we go. There's his first kill. Tiger 2. Valuable kill. One of the enemy Tier 8 heavies. And there's one of the other enemy Tier 8 heavies. The T-32. KV-1S up there starts yelling for help. Getting severely beaten up by that Tiger. That Tiger ain't stupid. Check the map, the line's holding well, medium's all running across the middle. We got some strong defences over here by the railway bridge. We did have some strong defences over here by the railway bridge. That KV-1S is dead. One other KV-1S and Biohazardy here holding him off, but Biohazardy is trying to get a better shot at that Tiger. And he does. And he bounces off his gun mantle. Possibly his frontal turret armour. Is the Tiger going to hang around? Yeah, he is. And another bounce. Damn it. Well, somebody's hitting him. That's that Type 59 over there on our right. And forces him to back off. Team's doing alright. Oh, there he is. That's better. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, the team's doing alright. They're holding the scores even. They keep pulling ahead, and no, me and my big mouth. Oh! And there you go. Yep. Then we pull 1 score ahead. We pull back another 2. Then they even the scores again, and there's that Hummel. Sitting there on 10% health. But this replay wasn't all about the opening stages of the game. It's what happens at the end. And now look at the map. I don't know if you just saw it, but there is a horde of enemy tanks and tank destroyers coming down the railway line on the eastern end. There they all are. And there is absolutely nobody in a position to stop them. Super Persian was driving across the middle of the map there, trying to intercept them. He got taken out by a Tiger 88. Our other Type 59 was attempting to go back and just got killed by a Panther. And now we're losing 9-12. Biohazardy's clanmate. This platoon ISU 152 just got killed. And things are not looking good at this stage. Finish off the T-32. There's his 3rd kill. And he's played a good game over here by the railway bridge. It was fairly even, fairly balanced. You know, the enemy tanks that he had to face. And he beat them, which is, you know, as you'd expect. But he's been watching the map and he knows he has to get back to base. You can see his platoon mate there trying to tell the Jagdpanther, back to base mate. KV-1S has just died, SU-100's killed him. And the Jagdpanther is paying absolutely no attention to either chat or his map. And he's blindly rushing for the enemy cap, right into the spot where that KV-1S just got killed. Can anybody guess what's going to happen to that Jagdpanther? And now the base is being capped. There you go, Jagdpanther dead. Killed by exactly the same Jagdtiger 88 that killed the KV-1S in almost exactly the same position. Good map reading skills there, Jagdpanther. So Biohazard is now all alone against 5 enemy tanks. Against 4 enemy tanks. There's his 4th kill. And these guys he has to defeat are not noobs. They have 10 kills between them. These are the guys who have killed 10 of the 14 dead teammates that Biohazard started off with. So where the hell are they? Well, we know the Jagdtiger 88 is defending the base and he'll be on his way. But where are the others? Now, Biohazard knows they're going to be coming, so he needs to pick a spot to defend the cap from. And they're probably going to be coming down the railway tracks, because it's the most cover. And he knows that the area by the railway bridge itself was clear, because that's where he was fighting. Nope. Nobody coming down this way. Ah, there we go, base being capped. Well, it's a good news, bad news situation. He knows where they are now. They don't know where he is. But there's 4 of them. And they've got 10 kills between them. But you are in a KV-4. And it is as tough as old boots. So it's just going to depend on what sort of health levels these guys are on. Oh, that could have been better. Oh well. We're going to want to kill that Jagdpanther first, because he's not as good, and he's an easier kill. Oh, yeah, that's the shot we were looking for. Okay, 3 of them left. Oh, balls, that's less than good. That hurt. That really, really left a mark. Well played, SU-100. Well played. Not well played enough. 2 of them left. Here comes the 88. And watch this. Kiss your tracks goodbye. Yeah, you've got a really, really, really good gun, but it ain't no good to you whatsoever unless you can point it at me. Kiss your other set of tracks goodbye. Just make sure these tracks are good and damaged, so they're going to take as long as possible to repair. And now start working on his hull. Yep, first set of tracks have just popped back up. Alright, let's just get them back down again. And yeah, machine gun port, I think. Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? Oh, he's got his tracks up. You know what? At this stage, I don't think it really matters. And that, friends and neighbours, is how you take down a tank destroyer from the front. And now all they have left is... oh, there it is, T-150. T-150 versus KV-4? Nah, I don't think so. He's not even trying to angle his armour. This is going to be easy.
Got him. We fixed the track. Let's roll.
So, yeah, 8 kills. 27 shots fired, 27 hits, 22 hits received. Killed most of the enemy team. 1700 experience, 54,000 credits. I am pretty sure that is not with a premium account. Sniper, Top Gun, Steel Wall, Defender, Bolter's Medal, and Kolovanov's Medal. Well played, Biohazardy. Well played. Next runner-up, Gemster, EU server, I believe he's Swedish, in his T-32, in a counter battle on Rubenberg. And there you see his first shot taking off 90% of the health of the ELC AMX, who then drives in front of the T-150 and meets a very sticky end. And this game, well, I dare say there are going to be some interesting comments about this match. Because what you basically have here is what you can achieve if you put one competent player amongst 29 complete window-licking retards. Yep, pretty much everybody on both teams is as dumb as a box of rocks in this match. It's basically just 14 idiots versus 14 idiots. and may the least dumb team win. There are one or two decent players on each team, but, well, you know, just watch this. I'm going to speed things up here. You're going to watch this game at double speed because this is going to take forever. So the first thing Gemster runs into here, believe it or not, there are actually 4 of them here. There's the T-150 and SU-100. There's a Jagdpanzer 4 over on the right. And hiding behind that building on the crossroad over to the right corner is a Panzer 38 NA. Well, you know, Panzer 38 NA, Tier 4 light tank, not much of a threat. There he is, and he's going to pay the price for rushing out sideways on in front of a T-32 heavy tank. So these 4 guys are as dumb as a box of rocks. Gemster's out here alone. He's way ahead of the rest of his team. Why are they not rushing him? And this SU-100 driver couldn't hit the side of the barn from the inside. The T-150 driver is no better. And the Jagdpanzer 4, is he even awake?
We're immobilized. We fixed the track. Let's roll.
You know, I just want to get you an appreciation for how mind-bogglingly dumb these guys actually are.
We nailed it bad. Track hit.
SU-100 still can't get a penetrating hit on him. He actually fired at Gemster's turret. I mean, you've got a T-32 parked in front of you, and you aim at the 279mm thick gun mantle? What is wrong with you? So there's Gemster's 3rd kill, but he's basically just kicking puppies at this stage. And there's his 4th, nails the artillery, backs off away from the T-150, and then proceeds to take him apart piece by piece. So, you know, up to this point, he's basically just slaughtering idiots. But look at the scores. His team's losing. His team's losing against muppets of this magnitude. And, you know, I've had previous replays put up that attracted some negative comments, not many, but some, saying, well, you know, what's the big deal? He's just killing idiots. The enemy team were crap. Yeah, the enemy team were crap. And that's Top Gun, by the way. Yes, the enemy team were crap. But they were better than your team. He's losing 13-9. And people have said, well, it's easy to run up a score like this against a bunch of idiots. No, it isn't. It really, really isn't. Because if it was easy to run up a score like this against a bunch of idiots, I would never lose a game. Those games that I've showed you where I run up 8 or 9 kills in a match and we still fucking lose would have all been victories. It is not easy to run up a score like this against a team of idiots, because it's a team of idiots. And if your team is even worse, and you know, to get a score like this, you need a couple of things. You need a bit of luck. You need to know how to drive your tank. You need the enemy team to be complete morons. But your team has to be an even bigger bunch of morons. Just not quite bad enough to get absolutely slaughtered by the enemy team. They have to be bad, but just good enough to hurt the enemy idiots. Enough that you can clean them up. Otherwise, if they're just a little bit too much stupid, or more stupid than the enemy team end up being strong enough to kill you too. Look at this, 9 kills. Now, I'd be worried about that Tiger, because that Tiger has 4 kills, and we don't know where he is. 3601H has just run out of friends, and we can nail him with one shot. He's doing what he can. He's trying to use the dead KV5 as cover, but no. And there's the Tiger. And the Tiger tried to do a smart thing. He tried to come around behind us. But his team just died too fast for him to capitalise on it. And we can now kill him with one shot. And we're up to 10 kills. And I'm sure there are going to be people in the comments who are going to say, well, if the team's that stupid, it's easy to get 10 kills. No, it's not easy to get 10 kills. It is far from easy to get 10 kills. If it was easy to get 10 kills, I would have been showing you nothing but games with 10 kills or more. That hasn't happened. You still have to work for it. But what this replay is hopefully going to illustrate is just how much damage a competent player can do when both teams are full of such mind-bogglingly stupid, window-licking, oxygen-thieving morons. One tank, under the exactly right circumstances, which this was, can make a massive difference. And the enemy AMX 5100 is AFK. I'm just going to speed this one up. And the enemy team, well, yeah, AMX is AFK. He's over here. Just go and kill him. Gemster's down 5 rounds of armor-piercing ammo. That's how many shots he's fired in this game. And there's the AMX. So yeah, both teams were pretty spectacularly stupid. But the right player in the right tank at the right time can really take advantage of that. And this is the highest scoring heavy tank replay that got sent in, and that's why it's included. Yep, he killed idiots, but he did it with style. And I'm reasonably sure that's not a premium account. Not with the amount of damage that he inflicted on the enemy team there. 1800 XP? That is a 2000 plus XP game with a premium account. Easily, no problem. And look at that. Right, morons, every one of them, with the possible exception of one of the Tiger drivers. There he is, him, yeah. This guy here, who did walk away with 4 kills, played a decent game. But again, he was just kicking puppies, just killing idiots. Steel Wall, Top Gun, Sniper, Bolter's Medal, Kolobanov's Medal, you name it. 12 kills. Not easy, regardless of what anybody says. Next up, we've got Sniper Wolf 90 in his E75 in an encounter battle on the Siegfried line. And this is going to be a controversial choice, because if you have a look down at the ammo panel, Sniper Wolf is loaded with nothing but premium ammo. But I've included this anyway, because it made no difference. Well, with one possible exception. The very first shot he takes may not have penetrated if he hadn't been using premium ammo. But then again, it might have. Every other shot he fires, and this is the reason why I've included this. Well, one, it's a bloody good game, and two, he still aims for weak spots. He still picks his shots with care. He doesn't just drive around herpa-derping and expecting, and here it is. And it's the shot at the front of that Type 59, which may have still penetrated, even if he hadn't been using gold. From this point on, every other shot he fires is placed with care. He's aiming for weak spots, he's aiming for the flat angles, and you're going to see that he still gets bounces, because gold ammo is not... There we go, back of a Type 59. How can you miss? Gold ammo is not an I win button. Back of the Type 59 again, there's a Tiger 2. Hit his side. These are all still good, well-aimed shots, and a well-played E75. Lower glacis. None of these shots do damage because he's using premium ammo. Premium ammo is not the big I win button everybody thinks it is. You still have to choose your shots with care. The E75 has one of the lower penetration ratings of the tier 9 heavies, and he's basically using gold because, one, he can, and two, when he gets into a tier 10 game, it just helps with well-aimed shots at the thick armour of tanks like Mausers, where other tier 9 heavies have guns with better penetration than you do. You still have to aim for those bloody weak spots. You can't just shoot at a 30-degree angled side armour of a mouse and think it'll go through because I'm firing gold. It won't, it'll bounce anyway because it's the wrong angle to be shooting at. And Sniper Wolf knows what he's doing. Look at every one of these shots is aimed at exactly the right spot in the enemy tank. Ammo rack's been hit. AMX 5100. Watch this, this is fantastic. Repairs his ammo rack. Just watch this. Ah, you think you're clever, do you? Chew on this, you baguette-noshing French bastard. Vorsprung durch Technik. Yeah. Run, Frenchie, run, Frenchie, run, run, run. Fritz is gonna get you with his gun, gun, gun. Yeah, how'd you like that 52-second reload now, you little French bastard? That was brilliant. And again, well-aimed shot. 3 kills. Another E75. Lower glacis. Well-aimed shot. You're not doing any more damage by firing gold ammo. It just gives you more penetration. You still have to shoot at the right spots at enemy tanks. This was pretty good as well. What's this? And that one bounced. And why did it bounce? Didn't matter how much penetration the gun has if you shoot at the wrong spot of the enemy tank. And now look at how screwed this E50 is. He can't even get the gun down. He's got his arse in a crater and the front of his tank pointing up. And bang, lower glacis. Five kills. So I don't really have a problem with people using premium ammo. I'm just slightly disturbed by the fact that he's using nothing but premium ammo. I've seen games where people have got half a dozen rounds of premium loaded, mostly since patch 8.1 went live and you could start buying premium ammo for credits. Particularly you tend to see it in Super Pershing drivers, because the penetration of that gun is just lousy. Which is why the Super Pershing gets preferential matchmaking. kind of like the Type 59 does. Not sure why the Type 59 does, it's a very capable tank. But, you know, it does. But we're not here to talk about Super Persians and Type 59s. Just the fact that he's using nothing but gold. I'm not entirely sure why. But you know what, it's irrelevant. Yeah, he's using nothing but gold, but he's using it well. There has been maybe one shot he's fired in this entire game that might not have penetrated if he hadn't been firing gold. And when you hit that random battle button, you've got no idea what sort of game you're going to get into. I mean, this is a tier 9 game. He could have gotten into a game where he was the only tier 9 and everybody else was tier 10. So I'm not questioning his choices. I'm just explaining, and hopefully, because this is a common misconception that a lot of people have. Gold is an I win button. It really, really isn't. He's picked every single shot with care, and he's still gotten bounces from that one rushed shot at the most heavily angled part of that E50. So hopefully, and that's the reason why I've put this replay up, just to show people that you've still got to know what you're doing. Gold ammo does not make you a better player. It just makes you a player with very expensive ammunition. And now, of course, they only have 2 artillery left, and this is game over. And we're on 8 kills. And you didn't need gold to get those kills. Come on, Artie, where are you? Oh, yoo-hoo! Come to Uncle Fritz. I'm going to speed things up here while he hunts down the artillery, because they're not in the obvious spot. They were decent artillery, they got a couple of kills, and God alone knows how much damage the friendly team between them. Yep, there's the Geschutzwagen Panther. Oh, Hummel first. Boom, headshot. 9 kills. Oh, that was close. Who's going to get there first? T95 is actually chugging. That's totally the opposite of what I would have expected. The Jag Tiger is capping, and the T95 is chugging away across the field, trying to finish off the artillery. Come on, Sniper Wolf, make it 10 kills. We know you can do it. You know, this game's won either way. It doesn't matter what he does. Oh, there's the shot. Booyah! So, that was Sniper Wolf 90 in the E75 on Siegfried line, using gold ammo, but it didn't make the slightest bit of difference to the outcome of the game. He uses gold ammo, but he uses it, well, I wouldn't say he uses it wisely. He's probably hit the random battle button and thought, oh, God, what a waste. But just proving that you still have to pick your shots with care, regardless of the ammo that you're using. So, yeah, well played. Our final runner-up is Herikotai in his KV-5. It's the Russian premium Tier 8 heavy tank. It's no longer available for sale. They had a sale on them before they removed them from the gold store. I haven't seen them back on sale for special events like the Type 59 does. Which is a shame. I really should have bought myself one of these. Now, the KV-5 has it's an incredibly well-armoured 100-ton tank, and it doesn't seem to have a speed governor, so one of these things charging down a hill towards you is going to do ridiculous amounts of damage. It's an amazingly good ramming machine. It's very, very well-armoured from every side. but it has a huge, well, it has a couple of huge weak spots, but the one in particular is the machine gun turret. Just going to kill this KV-3 first. The machine gun turret at the front, that thing, right there. And what you find a lot of KV-5 drivers doing is driving around backwards, which seems like utter stupidity. But actually, because your rear armour is pretty damn good as well on these things. Driving around back, there's his second kill by the way, just by the by. And he's about to get his third kill. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, it seems like utter bloody madness. But you often see KV-5 drivers driving around with their turrets pointing over the arse of the tank, driving backwards, because it covers up their single biggest weak spots. Now, if you look at the map, just kill that dick and mix. There we go, third kill. It's not looking great. Eric Qatar's platoon here are basically holding off most of the enemy team, and there's kill number 4, from the cap point. And they're in, well, they're not in danger of being surrounded. They are surrounded. And there you can see the old puncture marks on the front of the machine gun turret. Somebody knows what they're doing and where to shoot a KV-5. But we're all pretty badly beaten up here, and oh, what a surprise, the team's getting their arse kicked. Beermonger there in the Tiger 2, nailing that Pershing. Oh, come on, get the T-28 prototype. Oh. Okay, Beermonger nails him as well. T-25/2, here we go. Oh, so close. Now, if you've been paying attention to the map, they've had a hard fight in the centre of town here. But the rest of the enemy team has just kicked the arse of everybody who went up the eastern side of the map, and they're on their way here too. And now there's only 4 of them left. And it just seems it doesn't matter which way he turns this bloody tank, there's an enemy tank shooting at him. But it's the way he angles the armour of this KV-5. And he literally is getting shot at from every single direction. And they just cannot hurt him. Oh, he set him on fire. So the survivors head back to the cap to regroup and just... Oh, yes. Go on, make it easy. And again, look how he's angling here. And he's covering up his biggest weak spot with that truck. T-20 behind him. And an M6. And angle... Oh. Yeah, he was going to try to turn, but then... And here, this is what he's doing. It looks like madness, showing his rear to these enemy tanks. But it's not. It's actually really, really smart, because he's denying them shots at his weakest armour on that machine gun turret. And the rear armour of the KV-5 is pretty damn good. This is excellent. Such a well-played KV-5. Look at that angling. They're never going to penetrate the side armour at that angle. They do have artillery though, got to watch out. T-20's trying to get around him, but he's been spotted now. He knows what he's doing. Where's that 3601? Are they trying to get him in a pincer movement? It would make sense. And again, he's using this wrecked truck to cover up his machine gun turret. Oh, good shot, Artie. Well done. Just in case anybody forgot, he's not actually alone here. He does have friendly artillery sitting over there. And there's the 3601. And enemy artillery. So they've totally turned the tables on this team here. Oh, that one. I'm surprised that one missed. It looked like it was right on target. There he is. Where's he gone? More importantly, where's the enemy artillery? Oh, there it is. I can see you. Booyah! Where's the 3601? There he is. Now, don't do anything brave, Artie. We got this. That's Top Gun, by the way. The team are yelling at him to go cap. Ignore the VK. I don't think so. The VK can do 220, 240 average damage with his gun. We've got 367 health. We can nail him with one shot. He's going to take 2 shots at the most, and he's not even going to get that far. So that was Herikatai from Greece, I believe, certainly on the EU server, showing just a masterclass in how to drive and angle the KV-5 Russian Tier 8 Premium Heavy Tech. Well played indeed. And he was the last runner-up, which means that the next replay you're going to see is the one I have chosen as the winner of the Heavy Tank Replay Contest. You ready? Drum roll. Here it comes. Ladies and gents, it is my very, very great pleasure to present Blah 92 in his Tiger II Tier 8 German heavy tank, here in an encounter battle on steps. This is quite possibly the most perfect game I've ever seen anybody play. He literally does not put 1 foot wrong in this entire match. He's aggressive, he pays attention to what's going on the map, he attacks when he needs to attack, he takes cover when he needs to take cover, he doesn't take shit from any enemy tank, his shots are accurate, he aims for the right spots of enemy tanks, he doesn't pussy around. I mean, look right now. He's taking, I mean, it's a German heavy tank with a very accurate 105mm gun. So there's his first kill. And this spot on the map is usually crawling with the enemy heavies. So he initially he's parking up here behind this rock, waiting to get fire like that at enemy tanks trying to move in on this position. But it doesn't take him long to realise that there is actually bugger all there but this IS-6. And he's not going to sit around waiting for a shot that he might never get while the Jagdpanther and T-25/2 are getting the crap kicked out of them. So off he goes. There's only him and these two, one tank destroyers. Now the T-25/2 has completely gone around the wrong side there, and he's just opened himself up to flank and fire from whatever is up here. Blah goes around the correct side, angles his armour, and starts battering the crap out of this IS-6, which is a very, very tough premium Tier 8 heavy tank. IS-6 takes out his engine, he uses his repair kit for that. Searching for weak spots while he reloads, that'll do, thank you. T-25/2 comes around, finally, don't know what was keeping him so long, and helps us out. We return the favour by killing the Jagdpanzer 4. That immobilised and crippled him. And he's not hanging around. Panther 2 finishes him off. No, sorry, artillery killed the T-25/2. But he doesn't hang around. He's now the only tank left on this side of the map, and he's continuing the attack. Enemy Tiger 2. Enemy artillery. Artillery first. Why isn't the Tiger 2 reacting?
Vehicle destroyed.
He's got to be AFK.
Looks like that one
Now
went
most
right
players at this point would stop and kill the Tiger 2. Not Blah 92. He's AFK, he's no threat. Screw him. Team's getting their arse kicked. We're losing 6-9, despite the fact that only 3 friendly tanks came around this way and have cleaned the clocks of 4 or 5 enemy machines. And the rest of the team are getting their arse kicked by inferior numbers of enemy tanks over by the capture point. He doesn't stick around to finish off the AFK because he's needed elsewhere. So that's all of the enemy artillery killed. And the team's still losing. And now he makes his way over. Well, basically, he saved the game on this side of the map. Now he's going to go over and save the game on the other side of the map. Because that's what needs doing. Team are now losing 8-10. And it's not looking good. I mean, what is this clown doing? This guy here. He's literally just been driving up and down this railway line. Absolutely nothing the entire game. Meanwhile, the team are losing 8-11. They could have really used him over here. And what's he doing? Oh, he's finally started moving. Now watch how Blah 92 prioritises his targets here.
That's gotta hurt.
Combination of going for the biggest threats to himself and the targets that are going to remove a gun from the enemy team as quickly as possible. Well, an M26 tier 8 medium, very, very nasty gun. And as you can see, taking full advantage of his gun turret, his gun mantle and his gun depression. So this guy knows what he's doing. We need to kill him. Killed him before. Now we don't need to reset the cap, but we don't want that IS taking shots in the flank while we're coming up behind the rest of the enemy team. There's only 2 of us left now. There's us and that tier 7, what is he? Panther driver. It's possibly he was disconnected for the beginning of the game, and he's, you know, at least he's getting stuck in now. If nothing else, he's providing a distraction for the rest of the enemy team. Kill number 5, nailed the IS, flank is secure, move up and support the Panther. Now they've got a Super Pershing, they've got a Panther, and what is that? Can't really tell from here. Super Pershing showing us off his flank. Kill him first while you get the chance before he turns his armour around. Job done. They killed the Panther. Now that Panther, the enemy Panther, is stock. Let's just nail the Jagdpanther first. Okay, KV-13 and a Panther. The enemy Panther is stock. He's got the 75mm gun and the stock turret. Not the greatest threat. KV-13, very tough tier 7 medium tank. And he's on the higher amount of health. So while it looks like you should be going for the Panther first because he's an easier kill, the KV-13 is the more dangerous target. Now you don't want to let this Panther get around you. Well, actually, you know what? Screw it. He only has the 75mm gun. He can afford to take a hit or two from a Panther. You can see he's got, I forget the name of the perk. but he can tell the damage done to the enemy tank
Fixed the track. Let's roll.
by aiming at it, and that KV-13 is all different kinds of messed up. So he knows what sort of damage that KV-13's taking. The Panther can't bring his gun around, he's damaged his turret ring.
Finished him off.
9 kills. And now the only thing that's left is an AFK Tiger 2. Absolutely faultless. Just 100% perfect execution. Everything he did. He was aggressive when he needed to be, he attacked when he needed to attack, he was cautious when he needed to be cautious, he ignored targets that were no threat, he prioritised the ones that were the highest threat, and he killed them.
Punch right through their armor.
What a player. And I mean, it was hard work picking a winner, but when I looked at Blah 92's replay
Vehicle destroyed.
for the second time, and just analyse what it was that he actually did in the game, there was really no choice. And there's no disrespect to the other guys, the runners-up and the guys in the heavy tank roundups. You know, there were some fantastic games there, but I really couldn't pick anybody else. This was just such a well-played game. And there were other guys that played games where they did absolutely everything right in their tanks and they walked away with 4 kills. And there's nothing wrong with that. But to be able to do that and walk away with 10 kills, it's spectacular. Just amazing. I'm left in awe of Blah 92's Tiger 2 driving skills. I mean, everything he did right. Prioritising the targets, reading the map, reacting to the threats. His shooting was really good. I mean, just perfect. Or as close to it as I have yet seen watching World of Tanks. So, Blah 92 from the EU server, very, very well done. Congratulations on winning the heavy tank category. 5,500 gold on its way to you. In fact, you'll probably have it before you see this video. So congratulations, and thank you to everybody who sent in the hundreds of heavy tank replays. Now, I just have to look through the light tank, medium tank, tank destroyer, and artillery categories, while trying to get on the patch 8.2 test server to bring you some more details of that. As always, take care on the battlefield, and I'll catch you next time.